Hello, and welcome to Katie's Song Reactions. It's been a while, but I'm back at it, and I'm back with a MacDonald song. This one he's doing with a man called Calhoun. The song is called Your America, and let's get started.
They're screaming that they hate America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings, and we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not
Okay. Wow. I just had to go on a little bit longer, but that's a lot to unpack. Number one, the part about extremism. He said, you call us extremists because our words hurt your feelings, I believe is what he said. That is so accurate and so scary for our society. It's why society is the way it is. The left has weaponized and redefined speech, redefined words. They put extremist, racist, transphobic, all these words, they change the meaning of it to mean anything that is contrary to their opinions. So if a black man is a liberal and I say something that he disagrees with, he calls me racist right off the bat. Usually, actually, it's white liberals. But which is funny. The white liberals are the ones who cry racist more than anyone else, and that's just hilarious to me, to be honest. And the fact that I'm an extremist, because I've been called extremist, because I'm pro-life, because I'm Christian conservative, all these things makes me an extremist because I have opinions that they disagree with. I'm also a libertarian, which is the funny part. So if anyone's the extremist, it's people who silence speech, who weaponize speech and say that only they can talk about stuff. Who are the ones who are on campuses who are shouting down the opposition, who are name calling them and making it so they can't even give a talk? It's definitely not me, because I love talking to people who differ from my opinions. Everyone should be able to handle that without name calling and shutting down the conversation. They also talked about, what else did they talk about? Oh yeah, the drag queens in schools. Again, libertarian, drag queens can do what they want. It's not appropriate for the school setting. That's that simple. Yeah. They talked about, what else did they talk about?
Complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not.
They just mentioned, I think it was Nashville, Tennessee. And then it was a Christian school that got shot up by a transgender. And the media, being the media, like to spin on it and made it seem like the trans community were just as victims as the Christians were. Like, even if I agreed with the LGBTQ movement, I would not have that as an appropriate time to talk about them. Like, did Muslims get talked about as being the victims of the gay bar shooting that was in Florida, like all those years ago? Like, there was a gay bar that was shot up by a Muslim, and I don't remember there being this mass media outlet coverage of the Muslim community being the victims. Like, you didn't say, oh, we pour our hearts out to the Muslims as well, and we need to do better by them, and we're backing them. Like, I don't remember seeing that. But people in power in the government, the media, they were backing. In fact, the press secretary even said that this president has your back to the LGBTQ community for that purpose, for that shooting briefing. Like, that's crazy to me. Let's keep it moving.
Republican, but keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think,
as I said, not Republican. I don't agree with everything on the Republican side. and I believe the whole government is corrupt, okay? But the right is less, I mean, the right does it too. Like, Republicans say they're pro-life and they're not. But a lot of the time, the right actually means what they say, or more so, they mean what they say than the left. The left likes to spout all this crap about caring about people, and they don't. And the border crisis is proof of that. So they just like to say things to get points and be virtual signals. Though, as I said, I think the whole government is like that. They're all corrupt. They all don't mean what they say, pretty much. But I'm also talking about the voters. Like, I think the right more has, like, they actually at least don't pretend to be something they're not, for the most part. They'll tell you straight up what they believe, for the most part. The left will spout ideas and not follow through on any of them, for the most part. I'm generalizing. I know people on both sides, and I love people on both sides. But, yeah. As I said, the border crisis is proof of that. And please pray for all the kids who are missing. Hundreds of thousands. It's not okay.
Black lives matter, they think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF. Dear Democrats, I don't have nothing against the liberal, but the people representing you are communists and criminals. They've been starting World War III, we shipping missiles still. They don't want America great, they want it miserable. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. I'm hearing words I never heard in life. Kids go to school to learn, never make it back home, they get murdered. Like, who's concerned? Not the left or the right. Hope you ready for the fight, coming to your front door tonight. The former president got arrested, the current one lost, but I guess he got elected. Kids get molested, pedophiles all get protected, and you can kill a baby anytime if you're pregnant. People.
Okay, so the bit about pedophiles getting protected has me up in arms because it's so true. We know this because we still don't have the client list of Maxwell's, of Epstein, okay? We don't know who is protected by the government, by the elite. We know that the elite have people who are pedophiles. We know this. We have proof of this. And yet we don't know who they are because they're protected. It's crazy to me. It's crazy to me how we fight with each other, even about child trafficking. The left will fight tooth and nail about. I'm not a QAnon conspiracy theorist. I never was, okay? But Epstein is proof. There's theories and there's proof. Epstein is proof. We know. And yet the left is making it seem like it's not a big deal, that it doesn't happen as much. Obviously it does. And it's scary that we protect them.
So weak, feel free to take a knee. And you can't even speak, God forbid you disagree. I don't even know what virtual signaling means. Young men used to fight wars, now they make memes. Divide us up, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Got a gun in my hand for when shit hits the fan. And how the woman of the year is a man, I'm pretty sure I never really understand. You can try to burn down the...
Yep. I don't understand how feminists today, I don't know about the majority, or I don't know statistics. I can't even say the word. I don't know how many feminists of today were back then, but I feel like a lot of them were liberal. Like, the feminist movement in general nowadays were all liberals when I was a teenager. And now all those same people, it seems like, now support men becoming women and winning Women of the Year award and winning sport team trophies and all this stuff. And yet they're the same people who said that men couldn't open doors for women, that they couldn't pay for women's meals, that they had to have women-only spaces, and that, men would catcall them, and all the stuff that came out. I mean, women were basically downing men, like they were saying they were better than men when I was a teenager at that point. And now those same women are calling for men to come into women's spaces and take us over. It makes no sense to me. How can you put on a dress and makeup and become a woman when you don't even know what that means, when you've never been it before? How can you say you feel like a woman if you're not one, if you've never been one? I can't become a man because I don't know what a man is. Like, I don't know what the feeling, the identity of a man is. Just like I don't know how to become an astronaut. Like, I've never been to space. I can pretend to be in space. I can be on rides that are like space. But that doesn't mean I know the feeling of being in space. Like, I've never done it before. It's not possible for me to know what I've never done. Anyways, I'm going off again. I'm going to keep it moving.
The city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. You told us we're the ones to blame. You're the ones who riot till the city's up in flames. You told us we've been spreading lies, but you believe the truth is on the news every night. You told us we gotta stop the fighting, but you're the ones who keep the country angry and divided. You told us we're crazier than you, but all of our conspiracy theories are coming true. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America.
I knew this would be the perfect song to come back to. It's crazy to me what is going on in society and how I'm an extremist. That's the thing, though. It's like you call me extremist for merely sharing a different viewpoint, but you're making it so I'm going to have to become a real extremist. Not through violence. I personally don't believe in violence. I believe in protecting other people. I will protect children. I will protect other innocent people. So if I see someone who is coming after them, I will shoot. I'm sorry, but I will. I will protect the innocent. But I'm not going to commit violence on my own behalf. Like, I'm not, if someone comes to take me away, I'm not going to defend myself. As a Christian person, if they come and take me away as a Christian because I worship, Jesus, I'm going to let them take me away. But as an extremist, I'm going to continue to speak out even when it becomes illegal, which it's going to become soon, the way we're becoming. It's crazy that within my lifetime, biblical prophecies are coming true. And if you don't see that, read Revelation, read Daniel, read the Gospels. So much has coming true. You can look at the UN, their agenda that's on the agenda, like the smart cities, the chips, like all this stuff is taking place. Like, this is not conspiracy theories. This is actual things that you can look up for yourself. That is actually what they're telling us they're doing. They're wanting a one world currency. I mean, wow. Now's the time to put our trust and faith in Jesus Christ. Now's the time to remain faithful and to always speak the truth no matter what takes place because of it. Truth is going to be violent to those who don't want it. It's just the way it is. I love you guys. If you want another song, you can put a song in the comments for me to react to, and I will get to it. Until next time, bye.